Hey guys, Coach Life here again with some more oxygen not included on Midi base. I've just queued up a little bit of building here, just going to put some airflow tiles in here to improve the movement around the base when I fill up this water tank. What I'm going to do, I've decided, and I may live to regret this, it wouldn't be the first time, I'm just going to tweak, I'm going to send the water through the bedroom. Yeah, probably mad, but I think it'll do the trick. So it was the only way I could think of getting the water down there and build the side of the the tank at the same time as well. So yeah, I could always mop up what's left afterwards. Right, so actually let's cancel that and dig those out instead. So we'll get that done, get that water in, it'll run through there down there and drop down there. So this stuff I'm going to have to pump over there with a water pump at some stage, temporary one. I'd also need to consider how we're going to get some power as well. I need to get access to this cool slush geyser, I think, to act as cooling. Oh god, we've got a trapped dupe. That's typical, isn't it? Ah well, let's deconstruct these two then, because we've also got a trapped creature in there as well. No, oh god. No. Oh, the best laid plans and all that. And of course some of it went over there, didn't it? Okay, so let's build that. We have a printing pod. Let's see what we've got in here. Curative tablets, shine nymph eggs. Yeah, we'll take that just in case they get food poisoning from somewhere. Well, we're at nearly 2 kilos of oxygen most of the way around the base. Obviously we're not at the moment because this is all being slightly over pressurized due to this water, but should be there soon. And we can remove this tile and sort everything out over this end once that water's drained down there. Can mop that up. Not too bad on polluted oxygen. It's oxygen, they can still breathe it. It just stresses them out a bit. So Right, can we mop this yet? Can mop some of it. There we go, sorted. Oh, not completely sorted, we still have some flow there. Deconstruct that now, and we can put a bottle emptier in to deal with all those bottles. Thankfully, the polluted water is now on the agenda, and because of that we can select water without risk of it just tagging everything else onto the bottle emptier at some later stage. Right, how are we doing for skill points? Harold has 1. And he's going into critter ranching, isn't he? So we will give him a point there. So we can send him down the route of critter ranching as soon as he's got another point. Right, going to remove that. And I have installed my mod for the better air filters now, so I'm going to put that on the ceiling. How much granite have we got now? We've got loads, so I can start putting the granite floors in now. Deconstruct these because I'm going to dig across here. Not sure what room I'm going to put there yet, but actually if I cancel that, dirt, we can run a ladder down this side then, can't we? Add across there, add across there, add across there. Right, research. What are we researching at the moment? Doing the shipping and storage at the moment. Okay, I'll let them finish that. We've got the electrolyzer, I believe. Yeah, we've got the electrolyzer and we've got the hydrogen generator. So I think I'm going to try and get a small self-powered oxygen maker in here. It's going to have to be small though, like 2 electrolyzers. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Once we've got freed up our algae, we can then use that to farm a few more pacu and get some better food for them. Although if they keep laying sage hatchling eggs made a mistake there, didn't I? Just replace these with mesh tiles yeah, so we can get better airflow up and down there. Right, just seeing what we've got here. Stations, shearing station, research station, skill scrubber. We can do a rock crusher. Can that fit in here? It can. But it needs 4 high. So we'll put that in there over there, I think. Right, I think what I'm going to do with this is open it up, let it fill a tank, and then I'm going to pump that water through the self-powered oxygen maker to cool that down and warm the water so that we can get, so that my materials will actually not overheat, because all we've got is aluminium and iron. I'm going to take the brine. I don't really need it. I'm not sure whether I'll use it, but there's nothing else there really I want. Got enough arbor acorns to fill a base 3 times this size. So any skill points? Camille, you've got a skill point. I'm going to put you on supplying now. Right, so I need to dig across here. I need a deodorizer over here to convert this that's giving off. Right, research next on the list. I'm going to need the Atmos sensor, so we'll take that next. I'm not going to fill these yet, but I am allocating them now. Oh, really? That's awesome. Dupes, eh? Dig that one out and then leave it there like that. So that one of the only active toilet is out of use. Come on. Get it mopped up. Right, I think I'm going to put in a toilet loop now because we've had them available for some time. So God damn it. Refinement water sieve. Can we get one in there? Yes, we can. So we're going to want an overflow on that. And when I set it up, that will be sent to the self-powered oxygen maker. We can't sanitize it because we've got no chlorine. So the best thing to do with it is just convert it into oxygen and hydrogen. The food poisoning germs will be in the air, but they don't actually do any harm in the air. So, you know, you're safe to do that. These few dupes, it takes a long time to do anything, so I might zip forward a little way. Right, so they've got most of that built, and they did fail to build the floor in time, so before they dug this out, my fault for scheduling it up. So this water's now become contaminated, but so I thought, well, not to worry, we'll just put everything in there, and all the polluted water from around the base that but it's on sweep only, so only the stuff I've swept up, and that will isolate the polluted oxygen production to places where I'm quite happy for it to take place, i.e. here in the centre of the base. Obviously this is going to be removed when I get in place a self-powered oxygen maker, but I need to design that first. So I'm going to think on that for a few moments, and then we'll get that up and running. The toilets are now up and running with an endless loop, or it will be an endless loop when I connect this up. So that's all okay now. That will all just farm around there. As soon as this is done, I'll just disconnect this pipe. This is obviously going to be an outlet, which I will be sending up to the water tank up there for long term to be used in the production of oxygen. So I'll run a pipe for that now on a low priority. Excuse me. And I think we'll just run it straight across here. And drop it out there. I'm hoping that as the temperature of this drops, it was a little bit higher obviously because of the existing liquids in there, but as the temperature comes up, I'm hoping it will comes down, it will actually kill off all the germs. But we shall see. Took out this layer of tiles so that I could put in some hanging pots. Hanging pots obviously will be used for decor in the bedrooms. Not that I think I've got that many plants at the moment. I've got a handful of mirth leaf and some briar seeds. So we'll go one, and then we'll put some briar seeds in that briar seed in there as well. Briar seed in there. So now research this. What's the so the next dormancy is in 32 cycles. Oh, so it's basically 32 on, 32 off. So that means 285 every 559. So it's about 1 kilo a second average over the time, I would say. So that's And that will feed a lot of oxygen makers, actually, I think. What does an electrolyzer eat? I think it's 1 kilo a second. So it is actually quite a lot then. I thought it was less than that. Okay, well that's okay. I mean, we'll get it to work. We'll just have to be careful about the pressures we set on it. But we can use the hydrogen obviously as fuel, because we're running a fairly low power base at the moment. Hoping we'll come across something else, maybe an oil reservoir or a leaky ore fissure or something like that down here. But it's going to be a little while before we get in there. I've got them harvesting this thimble reed now, so we will get a little bit of reed fibre. We've got 2 pieces so far, and I think I'm going to put a shearing station in here. No, actually I'm going to leave it, because when we get some hydrogen up here, maybe I'll combine the Dreco Ranch with the self-powered oxygen maker, so that once the hydrogen reaches a certain level, then the pumps will take it out. That might work quite effectively. Just thinking where we can put that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to dig right across to here, and then I'm going to. Oh, I'm basically going to dig this section out. So let's make no bones about it, because this is where I'm going to put my self-powered oxygen maker up here. So let's dig all that out. We'll need a row of ladders temporarily. Actually gives us access to a few more plant seeds as well. We've got bristle blossoms there, that's cool. Should be able to make use of those. This doesn't appear to be cooling down any. I suppose it is, because it was about 26, 27 I think. Yeah, it was about 26. So it is coming down, but it's just not happening quickly. Right, I think we can deconstruct this little lot now. And then this will become the permanent bathrooms. Yeah, look, we're nearly up to 3 kilos of oxygen. Really need to get this polluted water swept up. Because it is rather over pressurizing the place. It is getting done, it's just taking forever. How many is in that then? Blimey. Wow, there's two 2 tons of water there. Wow, no wonder it puts out so much oxygen. How much is in these ones? Wow, that's a lot of polluted water. I think we need a second one. Not really anything I want from that. Can't build and can't decorate. I can't doctor. Fried mushrooms or a snazzy suit? Got a lot of calories, but it's fairly dull stuff at the moment. Take the snazzy suit. We've still got some. Oh, we've got some mopping that needs doing down here. So if we have a Dreco ranch, we're going to need a liquid lock to go in and out, because if it's going to be built inside our self-powered oxygen maker, it needs to maintain a pressurized seal. Right. Nope, that's not right. Right, we'll need a door in there to keep the Drecos in. Otherwise they will get out. So Draco's going to be free to wander around here. That's going to be the hydrogen chamber where they can wander up and around. And this will be just the area where we make the gases. And this will be the pump that pumps out the oxygen. That'll be the pump out for the hydrogen. So a little bit more iron. How much we've got? Let's make another 20 units. I still haven't got into this thing up here, have I, to see what it is? Right, automation, we want Atmos sensor there, an Atmos sensor there. I've got automation wire yet, that's no good, is it? So we need automation wire. So we can't get access to that glass. That would make nice solar panels for us eventually when we get up. Although no, we can't really use them, can we? Because there's no room above the base to put anything. So solar is a bit of a non-starter on this. I know why they've anchored this here, because if they don't anchor it to the sides, the base collapses. It just falls down. So it's not like you can delete those with the debug tools and do something down the side here or anything. I think we can afford to be choosy on our dupes if we're going to have so few of them. They've all got excellent morale relative to their skill points, so yeah, that's good. How many have we got in there? 15 of 20 in there now. Do you know what? I'm going to put a shearing station in there so we can shear those Drecos now before we relocate them. This is filling up quickly. Where did we get a Weezewort there? I'm guessing a Pip. Wow, we've got a staggering amount of food. So I just thought I don't really want that out of igneous, do I want it made out of granite ideally. Because it's got better thermal properties. Right, let me see how we're going to do this then. I don't think it's actually going to work, is it? Because the if this gets too cold here, like we expect it's going to, then it's going to break as soon as it exits here, because it's going to be below freezing. So we need to run it through here first, and then into the... We need to warm it up first, rather. So let's cancel that little lot. Cancel that. Maybe if we put the water sieve in here, to move that Atmos sensor. Cancel that then. So we'll put an Atmos sensor in here and then put the water sieve in there. We need to be compact anyway, so it makes sense to do it this way. So we'll take the liquid pipe from here, take it over here. That will just chill it down a little bit. Right, so that'll come through here. It will go round here, which will cool the oxygen and warm the water. So it goes through the water sieve, which will be hopefully maintained at a warmish temperature, and then go into the electrolyzers, produce the hydrogen and oxygen, and then yeah, take it from there. I think that will work. My only concern is I might have to just stick with I might have to just go with one electrolyzer here unless I stack them and put one down here, and this is a mesh tile. Then I'll need to... That actually might not be such a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Because I want to get tubes able to go up to this floor. So if we stack the electrolyzers, like this. We can have a ladder up here. Mesh tiles here. We should be able to get up through there. And then we can put the block this in. And we should be able to get a grooming station and a shearing station in here. Let's put the shearing station in first because that's the larger, and a grooming station. Yeah. So that will allow us to groom the Drecos. Oh, but then they're going to need food, aren't they? If we groom them. No. We won't worry about the grooming station. We'll just shear them. Right, I need to temporarily connect that up. Oh, we also need this pump wired in, don't we? Might have to deconstruct that tile to let the gas get out. It's not a brilliant design, this. Oh. I might end up completely redesigning it at some stage. Oh yeah. Oh, wart seed. Yeah, I can't have that because I might get some bristle blossoms at some stage, so I can't have the floral allergies and flatulent. I'm going to take the wart seed because I don't think there's probably going to be too many of those on this map, and I never know when I might need it. Oh, hang on a minute. Tile. I don't know whether I did it this way or did it the other way, so I don't want it actually being deconstructing the pipe behind it. Oh, there we go. That's letting the oxygen and the hydrogen out now. I might end up moving this gas pump down here. And blocking this, boxing it in here. Or maybe even down here, just to keep it out of the... I don't think I can put it there probably, but I could if I put the other electrolyzer there and then move the pump to there. That might be better actually. Oh, I've got it now. Fantastic. Has to be that. There we go. That's much better. That will keep the oxygen pumping and it will keep the electrolyzer working. Much happier with that. Right, we set that for hydrogen, so when the pipe gets backed up it will fire up the generator anyway. And then we need to upgrade our wiring because this wiring is in no way sufficient for the amount of current I'm probably going to end up, or load I'm going to end up putting on it. But that I'm pretty happy with. We've got a nice compact self-powered oxygen maker up in the corner. We've got polluted water storage. We've got clean water storage, which is going to remain germ-free, I hope. We've got space for 8 duplicants. We've got plenty of food. I say that's a result. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I will see you next episode. Keep safe. Coach Life out.